Well folks, it's Colin here from Spare and Outdoors, and maybe, I don't know, it was 6 months back we actually got chickens and we made a wee temporary coop, but you see it's sitting over there, to house them. And I says I was going to extend the chicken run and get a better coop built for the chickens. So I'm going to show you how we've got on and what we've did to obviously improve the area and the enclosure for the chickens and improve the chicken coop for them. And I'll tell you how it all came about. And the cage we actually used was the Feel Good animal walking animal enclosure. We did a review on it. I'll put a link to it in the description on this video as well. But I'll just show you around this here and tell you the whole crack with how this all came about. So that there was the original home, the original chicken coop. And it was literally built out of scrap materials that I had left over from building their house. And you know what, it did the job for them for 6 months, kept them dry, kept them clean, kept them warm. But it was never meant to be a permanent fixture at all. And I was going to build one in the spring, and we ended up with this one. And how I ended up with this one is, I told my dad, I was going to build a new chicken coop in the spring for the chickens, and he said, you know what, why don't I build you one as a Christmas present? So my dad built this project himself, more or less. I maybe 5% of the, I done maybe 5% of the work. I did the flooring on it and stuck on the post legs and things like that, but generally this was all my dad's work, and he did a great job. He made it maybe a wee bit more elaborate than I probably would have made it, but I'll take you around it anyway and show you all the features of this one and the new improved sort of chicken run. So that's the chicken coop, and that's the wee run there up under the coop, and that's what it looks like from inside the cage. And it's got plenty of room underneath there for when it gets really wet, and even getting out of the sun gives them a bit of shade as well, so there's plenty of room for them all to get in there. But we'll open up the chicken coop and we'll show you all its features. This is just a simple wee door to lock them in at night, keep them safe. And there's lots of areas for ventilation. You have ventilation here going up in, and you have ventilation up there. So there's lots of ventilation in this for them too. So these are the nest boxes. These are the nest boxes. There's two in each side. So you just open them up and there's your nest box. And again, if you want, you can pin them up before you collect the eggs as well. Hello. And again, this is the other side. Again, same thing, you can pin them up in nest boxes. This is obviously the back of the coop, and this is the area where I can clean it out and get under the chickens fairly easy. So I'll show you this now. So that's the back side, it's opened out, so it's really easy access for cleaning. And these here, they just lift out in there, so I can scrape the bedding out into the wheelbarrow. So it's a really good system. I can just scrape it out there, and it's easy got it. It's a nice height to run into the wheelbarrow. And that's the roosters. The roosts in there, there's 3 roosts. There's one there, one here, and one there. And there's plenty of rooms. I have 16 chickens, 3 roosters, and 13 hens, and there's loads of room in there for them. And if you're ever looking at an idea of how to build a chicken coop, I suppose it's giving people an idea of how we did this one, or mainly how my father did this one, should I say. So that's pretty much the coop there. I'll show you the builder, but the pictures of the build at the end of the video will just be stages of how it came along. And again, that was my father's idea, but far more elaborate than I was going to do it. I was just going to keep it quite simple and do the job for the chickens. He just made it a wee bit more fancy, and it really does look apart. And they really are living in comfort in there. And this is the original Feel Good cage that I reviewed back from that side up. We've actually extended it there probably another metre and a half, and the runs, maybe when you go take in consideration onto the coop, they've probably got another 2 to 3 metres extra room in the cage for them to run around. And if you've seen that, we used a lot of wood chippings there as the bedding, and it's great for outside and inside. It keeps them really clean. They dig through it, churn it up, and it keeps them occupied as well. So it's quite a good bedding. It's just wood chippings from a local mill here in the area. And that's pretty much it. Since that's all I've done. This is the only update I have of this little chicken coop and run since the last time I did the review. And we do plans to extended more. Have to get a hedge in along the garden here. There's a hedge and all the one here. Have to plant some trees and things and sort of make a boundary, sort of making a wild area, like a wild garden, and I'm going to give the chickens free run on it when I can, when I get it finished. But for now they have to stay contained here at the minute because I think it's avian flu that's kicking about at the minute, so they have to stay contained in an enclosure anyway, so they'll not be getting out anytime soon. That's given the green light. But that's pretty much the update on the Feel Good Chicken Run. It's one of the best investments, this cage here, which has really worked out really well for us, and I said I'll leave the review in the description. But that's it guys, that's our little homemade coop and our run for our chickens there at the minute, and it's working out fairly well for us. And as I say, the next time I'll do a review on this will be when I've got the garden sort of finished in the spring, where they have sort of a wee bit more of a free ranging outside of the cage. But we'll get there. This is you keep quiet. This is the last little bit of useless information for you. This guy here, this is the only chicken that we've named. This is our rooster, one of our roosters, and he's called Neville. From Neville out of, go away you. This out of Neville out of Peppa Pig, because my daughter's a massive Peppa Pig fan, and they have a rooster that looks quite similar to him, and he's called Neville. And he is quite an aggressive boy. Well, you stay out of his road, he's not too bad, but he'll give you an odd attack if you lift any of his ladies. Keep you quiet. That's the wee Banty rooster. But that's it guys, thanks for watching. If you've got any questions on the chicken coop build, my dad made plans out for this and drew them all out, and I'm pretty sure I could get them if anybody was interested in it. And thanks for watching guys. I'll leave relative links and that in the description, and after this here there'll be some pictures of the build anyway, maybe inspire you to build your own. Thanks for watching guys, and I hope this little update and showed you the chicken run and that helps you if you're thinking of doing one yourself. And that's it guys.